So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 91 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Cook.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to at least get him a lead here in overtime.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Cousins again. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Cousins to throw it. Completes it to Powell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They sort of got a new...
I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach in Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. He used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions, as that one was there.
So a field goal would keep the overtime alive, but they want to win this thing. They're going to go for it on fourth. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A great game partner, a spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.